I need you to stay with me for the next few minutes because I'm about to tell you something that no one in your life has probably said out loud. And by the end of this video, you will never look at your hardest season the same way again. I remember the exact night everything collapsed. It wasn't loud, no dramatic moment. Just me, standing in my kitchen at 11 p.m., opening the fridge and doing the math. If I eat today, I can't pay the phone bill. If I pay the phone bill, I don't eat today. That was my reality. I had spent 2 years building a business I believed in. I prayed over every decision. I sacrificed things I can't get back. I told everyone around me, this is the path. And then, completely, without warning, it was gone. Clients gone, money gone. The version of the future I had built in my head, gone. And I sat down on that kitchen floor, back against the cabinet, legs pulled to my chest. And I said out loud, God, I don't understand. I followed what I thought you were showing me. I believed, and I have nothing. The silence that followed that prayer was the loneliest sound I have ever heard. Not one feeling, not one sign. Just the hum of the refrigerator and the weight of a life that wasn't working. And the most dangerous thought crept in, the one you're not supposed to say. Maybe I'm the exception. Maybe he moves for everyone else. Maybe he provides for everyone else. But not for me. If you have ever had that thought, I need you to keep watching, because that thought almost cost me everything that came next. Luke 15. A young man takes his entire inheritance, burns through every cent, and ends up in a field, feeding pigs, starving. No miracle, no rescue, just dirt and silence and hunger. And here's the verse that changed my life. Verse 17. When he came to his senses, stop. Not when God intervened, not when the money came back, not when a sign appeared. When he came to his senses, in the middle of the worst moment of his life, something shifted inside him. He didn't know his father was already watching the road. He didn't know the robe was folded and waiting. The ring, the feast, the running father. He knew none of that. He only knew one thing. I cannot stay here. And he got up, and he turned. That turn is the entire story. Not the feast, not the father's speech. The turn. I had my turn on that kitchen floor. I stopped asking God to fix my plan. I stopped demanding he reopen the door I wanted. And I said something I had never said before. I don't have the full picture. Show me what I'm not seeing. That's all. No performance, no big moment. Just 3 sentences of honesty. And slowly, not overnight, not with fireworks, a direction started to appear. One I had walked past 100 times. Content creation, storytelling, video. Every time that thought had come before, I had dismissed it. That's not serious. That's not stable. That's not what you do when you have responsibilities. So I kept that door closed myself. But now, with nothing left to protect, I walked through it. Proverbs 3, verses 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight. I had read that verse for years, but I finally understood it on that floor. Lean not on your own understanding. I had been leaning on my plan, my business, my timeline, my door, and God had been waiting, patiently, quietly, without forcing anything, for me to stop, so he could show me his. The path he makes straight is not the one you designed. It is the one he prepared. And sometimes the only way to find it is to exhaust every wrong direction first. David, the king, the warrior, the man of God, wrote this in the Psalms. How long, Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? He didn't whisper that. He screamed it. He wrote it down. He sang it in front of people. He accused God of hiding, of forgetting, of being absent. And God called him a man after his own heart. God is not fragile. He's not offended by your anger. He's not waiting for you to calm down before he will listen. Bring him the rage. Bring him the confusion. Bring him the where were you when everything I built fell apart. Because that cry, raw and honest and broken, is closer to real faith than any composed, polished prayer you've been performing. Joseph was 17 years old when the people who were supposed to love him most threw him into a pit, sold him like property, and walked away. Slavery. Then a false accusation. Then prison. Year after year of silence. No vision explaining the plan, no angel with a timeline, no voice saying, hold on, it's almost over. Just closed doors, one after another. He had no map. He had no promise he could point to. He just kept moving through every closed door until one morning, without any warning, the right one opened. Ask yourself one question. What if the door that keeps closing is not a punishment? What if it is a protection from a destination that would have destroyed you? That door I walked through, the one I dismissed as not serious enough, became everything. The stories I started telling on screen reached people I never could have reached in any office or boardroom. The provision that felt impossible on that kitchen floor came, slowly, steadily, through the exact door I had kept closed with my own hands. And I look back now at the business that collapsed, the 2 years that felt wasted, and I see it clearly. If that had worked, I never would have turned. The failure was the redirect. The closed door was the protection. Philippians 4:19, and my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of his glory. All your needs, not some. God is not against your provision. He designed it. But the road he chooses to get you there sometimes runs directly through your collapse. This channel is my open door, the one I almost didn't walk through. I'm still building it, still some mornings unsure, still choosing to believe this is where I'm supposed to be. If something in this video felt true, subscribe, not for the numbers. Because on the days I wonder if I should keep going, knowing you're here tells me everything I need to know. Wherever you are right now, empty account, collapse plan, praying into silence for the 100th time, that is not the end of your story. That is the field before the turn. That is the pit before the palace. That is the kitchen floor before the door you haven't seen yet. And your Father is not absent. He has been standing at the window every single day you were in that field, watching the road, waiting to run. You don't need to arrive cleaned up. You don't need to have it figured out. You just need to turn and take one step. Because the door that is meant for you does not need to be forced. It does not need to be broken down. It does not require you to bleed for it. It simply opens. Right now, type, "Show me the door," in the comments. Not for the algorithm, for yourself. Because that is a prayer, and he hears every single one. If you know someone sitting on their kitchen floor right now, someone who is counting their last dollars and hearing nothing but silence, send them this video. Because sometimes God answers someone's prayer through you. I'll see you in the next one.